Here I'm going to give you a perspective on fat loss using a toilet roll analogy. Not my own idea, but I don't know who to credit either. So what happens during fat loss is people might get disheartened if they don't see results quicker than they expected. But with fat loss, continuously and consistently managing a deficit of calories where you're balancing energy. I teach this in my personal training service. Your body is undergoing change, but you cannot visually see it within a matter of days. But over time, gradually, a piece of toilet roll is coming off. Imagine it being a half a pound of fat just coming off the body very gradually. And then a month's gone by. Say you take a picture of where you started at, and then a month's gone by, and this is now where you're at. You can visually see that change within the month, comparing the first photo to a month's progress. But if you were to just look at yourself on each occasion, day by day, even just taking off one layer, you're not going to see much, are you? But then over time, this is where the result is at. All you simply have to do is practice habits and behaviours that help complement your ability to control the amount of energy that you are expending as well as intaking. And your intake is probably where most of the work is going to need to be done, just to be conscious of your intake and balancing that with expenditure and everything else that you can do activity-wise, which is going to complement the amount of energy that you use throughout daily movements and the odd gym session, maybe 2-3 times a week. But your whole life and lifestyle is what's going to have a big impact on your ability to manage your fat loss. So once again, you don't see changes day by day, just taking off one roll. Over a month, you might see a slight change, and then over time, 6 months down the line, you pretty much achieved your goal and you're rocking on with some new goals and aspirations. Not recording this again. My point is practicing habits and behaviours conducive to your results. It is working. You just won't see it day by day, but over time it is working. And this principle applies to a lot of things outside of fat loss as well. Along with my problematic knee and meniscus, I have dealt with a hip impingement for quite a while until recently. And I remember back end of last year saying to my mate that I found some new rehabilitation drills that I'm going to practice pretty much each and every day. And then after 6 months, I can judge how effective it's actually been, because the toilet roll analogy is the exact way and process to knowing how effective these rehabilitation drills are going to be on my hip impingement. Did them, and now I feel how effective they've been. And so therefore I've just stuck consistent with the process, dealt with the right practice, and now I'm sort of getting the reward for it and hopefully just easing away from that injury. And over time, just keeps on working its magic. So that's been the toilet roll analogy. I hope it's given you a good perspective on fat loss or any sort of other success that you're after in life.